Hello student, today we are going to continue chapter 4th Animal Kingdom. Student, in my previous video we have discussed about phylum Platyhelminthes, Ascleminthes and Annelida. Today we are going to discuss phylum Arthropoda, which is the largest phylum of Animalia Kingdom. Student, it includes insects and over two-thirds of all named species on earth are arthropod. Arthropoda is the largest phylum of Animalia kingdom. Now we read some general characteristic of phylum Arthropoda. They have organ system level of organization. That means the organ get associated to form functional system and each system performed a specific function. Digestive system, respiratory system and circulatory systems. They all are the example of organ system. Student, after Platyhelminthes, all the phylum have the organism which have organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical. That means body can be divided into two similar half, left and right, in one plane only. Bilaterally symmetrical. Triploblastic, three germs layer is present: ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderms. Segmented and coelomate body cavity is present. The body of arthropod is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. Student, in arthropod, exoskeleton is present which is made up of chitin, and this chitin is secreted by the epidermis layer of their body. Okay. The body consists of head, thorax and abdomen. Here you see the body of arthropods. This one is an example of Apis indica. The body is divided into head, the middle one is thorax and abdomen. They have joined appendix. Actually, student, appendix. They have joined appendix. The name arthropod, orthos that means joined, poda that means appendix. So they have joined appendix. Respiratory organs are gills, book gills and book lungs or tracheal system. Always remember that what are the respiratory organ in arthropod. They have either gills, book lungs and tracheal system. For example, cockroach have the respiratory organ tracheal system. Circulatory system is of open type. That means hard pump the blood directly into the body cavity, body sinus. Okay, because circulatory system is an open type. Open circulatory system is present. Sensory organs like antenna, eye, statocyst. Statocyst is a balance organ. You see the cockroach, they have antenna and the compound eyes. Okay, this antenna is a sensory organ. Excretions take place with the Malpighian tubules. Student, here you see this is the Malpighian tubules. This thread-like structure. Actually, this one is the alimentary canal of cockroach. And in this alimentary canal, here you see some thread-like structure which we call the Malpighian tubules. So the excretions take place through Malpighian tubules. They are mostly dioecious. That means male and female are distinct. Fertilization usually internal. They are mostly oviparous, egg laying. Development may be direct or indirect. Student, direct development have no larval stage, but indirect development have the larval stage. The example, all the insect we are talking under arthropods. So example, apis, honeybee, bombyx, silkworms, lacifores, lac insects, anopheles, culex, aedes, all are the example of arthropods. This one is the example which is given in your NCERT book. Scorpio, prawn and butterfly and now we read the next phylum, Mollusca. Actually, student, this one is the second largest phylum. Mollusca are terrestrial or aquatic, having organ system level of organization. I already told you that after Platyhelminthes, all phylum possess organ system level of organizations. They have bilateral symmetrical, triploblastic, coelomate. Now you know that what is the meaning of bilateral symmetrical, triploblastic and coelomate animals. Body is covered by a calcareous shell. Student, when we read orthopod, we read that body exoskeleton is present, which is made up of chitin. That means chitinous exoskeleton is present. But in mollusca, body is covered by a calcareous shell. The shell is present and unsegmented with a distinct head, muscular foot, and visceral hump. Okay, body is unsegmented. Here you see the body is unsegmented. Okay, segment is not present in their body, but they have distinct head, muscular foot, and visceral hump. Student, a soft and spongy layer of the skin is made up of mantle. Soft and spongy layer of the skin. Okay, and the space between the hump and the mantle is called the mantle cavity, in which gills are present. Here you see this outer covering. The outermost covering is shell. Okay, and the inner is the visceral mass. Visceral, that means internal mass, internal. Okay, and this is the internal side, this is the mantle, and in between the mantle and the shell a cavity is present. Here you see this cavity. This cavity is called the mantle cavity, in which gills is present. Now you understand? This outer covering is shell, hump. Okay, and the inner soft layer mass is called mantle, and in between the mantle and the shell, hump, we call mantle cavity, and in this cavity the gills is present. Okay, gills are present, feather like structure. They have respiratory organ and excretory functions. They have respiratory and excretory functions. The anterior head region has sensory tentacles. Here you see they have sensory tentacles. You can see in this picture. And the mouth contain a file-like respiratory rasping organs, which we called radula. And it is very important that radula is present in which phylum, in which organism. Here you see radula, this file-like structures. This one is radula. This is some example of mollusk. Okay, octopus is also an example of mollusca. Now we read the next phylum, Echinodermata. These animals have endoskeleton or calcareous ossicles. Okay, they have calcareous ossicles, and hence the name is Echinodermata. Echinodermata, that means spiny bodies, spine. In this picture you can see the small spine. Okay, all are marine with organ system level of organizations. The adult echinoderms are radially symmetrical, but larval and bilateral symmetry is also present. They are triploblastic and coelomate animals. Digestive system is complete with mouth or lower ventral side. The upper side is the dorsal side and the lower one is ventral side. So mouth on the ventral side and anus on the upper side. Okay, the most distinct features of echinoderms is the presence of water vascular system. Very important. The water canal system is present in porifera. मैंने जब आपको porifera पढ़ाया था, मैंने आपको water canal system पढ़ाया था. The pores ostia, then the cavity spongocoel, then osculum. So water canal system. But water vascular system is present in echinoderms. Echinoderms have the water vascular system, which help in a locomotion, captures and transport of food and respiratory system. What is water vascular system? Here you see. This is the water vascular system. Here you see the tube feeds. Here, water vascular system. Actually, strong canal and radial canal. This is the water vascular system. Water is entered into this canal-like structure and they become very hard, and this one is the ring canal. Okay, so water vascular system help in a locomotion, captures and transport of food and respiration. Okay. Reproduction is sexual reproduction, fertilization usually external. Development is direct with free swimming larva. Development is indirect, sorry, not direct, because larval stage is present. Student, अगर larval stage present है तो indirect development, और larval stage absent है तो direct development. Here the larval stage is present, so indirect development. Okay. Example,